we've got Tom, Chris, and Joe who make up the guitarist and bassist.
Awesome, awesome. So my first question, Charlie, is how'd you start out Homebound? How did you get all of your members?
So myself, Tom, and Chris, we've all been in bands from or together anyway, been in bands together from about the age of 12 onwards, like in various different projects. Like not all of them pop punk as such, but so we've kind of always just had a history of playing in bands. So we must have, yeah, we started it up again. Well, after a bit of time away from various projects and stuff, we took some time to then think, oh, let's do something again. Which was probably around 2000, end of 2013, then start of 2014 when we kind of officially started the band. And then we later met Joe, the bassist at university, later that year, and asked him to join on bass. So that's kind of where it all started, really.
Awesome, awesome. Since you guys are from the UK, what are some favorite venues you like to play at or like to go see shows at when you're off?
Again, I couldn't hear you properly.
I said, since you're from the UK, what are some favorite venues you either like to see shows at or play at?
There's quite a few cool venues. I really like to play the Underworld, which is in Camden in London. A lot of cool shows happen there. It's quite a smallish room. It's like 500 capacity, but kind of like a club kind of venue.
Yeah.
A lot of bands play there from overseas, who come over from the US and various places. And I've been there for a few shows, and it's always been really fucking sick. So that would be a cool venue to play one day. We recently played Coco again in Camden with 4 Years Strong,
Awesome.
which was fucking amazing. Really like beautiful looking venue. It was just really grand, huge, like the biggest venue we've played. It's about 1,500 people, with like three balconies and a floor area.
Oh, wow.
So that was pretty amazing. So that those two really. I mean, there's all loads of cool venues, but they're the two that pop into my head. I mean, there's obviously you got like sort of bucket list venues, but they're like Brixton Academy and things like that,
Yeah.
which are huge venues that one day we'd like to play, but we've got to keep it realistic for the time being. So,
Well, you'll
but
get
yeah,
there for sure. But next question, what are some of your musical influences?
um, well, I mean, we all listen to quite a lot of different music, and I think we all try to like harness that as much as possible in our music. So, trying to take influence from everywhere, and everyone chips in really with different vibes. And we're not one, like, we might be labeled as a pop punk band, but we don't let that term kind of uh, govern what we want to do with the band and how we
Absolutely.
write music. So I mean, obviously there's a lot of bands at the moment doing this kind of music. I mean, obviously there's the old school bands like Blink and New Found Glory and Sum 41, who like we all grew up listening to. So there's obviously influences from that. But obviously there's a lot of new age bands as well. Who've kind of, I don't know, Story So Far, all those kind of bands, which again, yeah, we listen to and we like, and I'm sure that some of it reflects in our music. But I don't know. There's obviously more than that, in the sense that there's other bands like we look to, such as like Paramore. They're quite a big influence for
Yeah.
us. Not it might not reflect directly in our music, but definitely in the way which we try to go about doing this band and writing music. I think they're definitely a big part of it.
That's awesome. Yeah, you named a few that when I was listening to the EP, I was like, yeah, I could see why people have that sort of comparison as well. But really great stuff.
Sweet.
But the next question I got for you, kind of in relation to the last one, but what have been some bands that you've been jamming more recently?
Um, there's quite a few, I guess. I'm really into Can't Swim at the moment. They're on
Awesome.
Pure
Yeah.
Noise Records. They're just about to release an album. They're very sick. Really like what they're doing. Not necessarily pop punk, but it's just kind of cool punk rock, whatever you want to call it. Really like them. There's a band which we're good friends with over here called Weather State. They're kind of like Dookie era Green Day, so pretty old
Ooh.
school.
Okay.
which they're quite unheard of at this point in time. But I think over the next year, a lot of people are going to start hearing about them a lot more. So they'd be definitely one from us to watch. But yeah, I'd say those two at the moment. They're bands that I'm really, really digging at the moment.
Awesome, awesome. I have to check out Weather State because that sounds awesome.
Yeah, man.
I'm a big Green Day fan, so I could
Oh,
definitely
sick.
rock
No,
with
yeah,
that.
they'll definitely be up your street then. Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. All right, Charlie. Next question I got for you is a fun one. If you guys could pick a song to cover, what would it be?
Oh shit. Oh god. Don't know. What song will we cover?
Or anything.
Yeah.
No, that was Jojo, Get Out, Leave.
Jojo, get out. Fuck. I don't know really. We don't really. We have done covers in the past.
Okay.
But like we did like an Alien Ant Farm cover a long time
Oh
ago.
wow. Okay.
Yeah, we did like a movies cover, which we only played a few times. But we once did a cover of the Major Lazer Bieber track "Cold Water," which was good fun. But I don't know. I don't want to sound just boring, but like obviously Blink, like anything from like Enter of the State was like that album was huge for me. So any track from that really, Enter of the State, I'd be fucking cool to play.
Absolutely.
I'm not gonna be the standard reply and say damn it, because everyone fucking plays that song now. Anything really other than that from Blink's discography, I'd fuck with. But yeah.
No, that sounds awesome. I could see you guys doing a really good job of that. So
Sick.
if you guys ever get around to it, that would be awesome. But
Yeah.
next question, another fun one, Charlie. Favorite food to eat?
Favorite food? Oh shit. I'm not gonna say pizza because it's definitely not. But I'm a big fan of Turkish food, like falafel,
Yep.
things like that. Also like Mexican, so burritos and things like that. It's often quite a thing we get a lot when we're on tour. Again, Italian food is always good. Aside from pizza, like pasta and things like that. But yeah, I'm gonna say firm favorite. Yeah, Mexican food.
Awesome. Okay, awesome. Next question, Charlie. If you could pick somebody to collaborate with, who would it be?
Is that a band?
It could be a
It's collaborate
band, it could be somebody solo, it could be
Oh
whatever you're
shit.
feeling.
Fuck. Hayley Williams. We talked about it before.
Oof.
We've been asked before, like if you could have someone feature on a song. We've said Hayley Williams just because like she's the queen. She kills it. So like she'd add to anyone's song if she sung over it or worked on it. Like Paramore are a fucking massively successful band. So yeah, Hayley Williams would be pretty dope.
Yeah, I
But
feel like also sonically you two would pair very well too.
yeah,
Just
it's cool.
having like
And
a
like
girl and guy
yeah,
vocalist, that kind of sounds
yeah,
awesome
exactly.
too.
Yeah, it'd be something different. So yeah, I'd say Hayley Williams.
Awesome, awesome. All right, next question, man. If you could play another musical instrument besides the one you play now, what would it
Yep.
be and why?
I mean, I play a little bit guitar, but not like properly. But if I could pick one that I was like really good at, I'd probably say piano. Um, it's just a cool instrument, and it always adds to songs when you hear it in band. Like you hear a track by a band, and they'd have like a nice keys section. It's always cool. And I think it's really useful to be able to play piano when you're trying to write, particularly with melodies and stuff. So yeah, and I don't think many people, particularly in this music, are really uh, good at piano or something like that. I mean, there's obviously guitarists, and some people do, I don't know, a few other bits like synth and stuff. But piano, I think, yeah, that would be one I'd like to learn if I could.
No, that's awesome because I know a lot of artists like they're like, "Oh, I'd love to get better at like piano or I'd like to get mostly piano
Yeah,
because it's like a just a basis sort of instrument." So,
yeah,
definitely
yeah, for sure.
definitely
Um,
can get down with that answer for sure.
Sweet.
But next question, Charlie. I don't know how big of a video game fan you are, but if you could be a
Yeah.
video game character, who would it be?
Fuck. Shit. I gotta think about this one. Um, I don't want to say Nico Bellic from GTA because he gets all sorts of shit in GTA 4. Shit. I'm trying to think. Trying to think what games I've played recently. Um, I'm gonna just say Batman. I played Arkham Knight. I'm quite late to the game 'cause when I'm busy doing shit with band. I kind of get behind on games.
Yeah.
But I've been like really into Batman Arkham Knight recently. And
Ooh.
Batman's just the fucking guy, isn't he? He's just the one. Um, like he always comes out on top. I think he's kind of a quite confused character, but he's pretty badass. So I'm gonna go with Batman.
I would agree. He is badass. That's
Yeah.
definitely truth. Without a doubt. I like
Yeah.
that. I also like that answer a lot because I don't think anybody has said it yet. So
Oh, sweet.
definitely
There
get
we
down
go,
with
yeah.
that. But next
Yeah, man.
question, Charlie, what has been some memorable moments with Homebound?
Oh, right. It's been quite a few, really. I mean, most recently was the tour we did with 4 Years Strong.
Oh yeah.
But that was just for us. Those were like the biggest shows we've ever done. I mean, we only played the 4 UK shows, but it was by far like the biggest and like best tour we've ever done. Like all the other bands on the bill, like Boston Manor and 4 Year, are just like they're great. Chunk as well. So it was just a really cool tour party, and yeah, all the shows were sold out. And we just released our new EP, so it was really cool to finally like play those songs live to people, which made it was really fun and a memorable experience for us anyway. Particularly that London show, it was something else. But I think also when we actually finally got to release our EP, the Mould Yourself Around, like we've been sitting on it for so long. We finished recording it in February 2016.
Oh wow.
So it was pretty much an entire year by the time it come out since we recorded it. So we had loads of various setbacks with things behind the scenes where we were trying to get the release ready, and it just took longer than we expected. But it was worth the wait in the end when we were ready for it, and it's gone down super well so far, and it's hopefully going to lead to a lot of awesome opportunities this year. So I'd say, yeah, releasing the EP has definitely been a big point for us.
That's awesome, man. I know for me, like I didn't even know about your band. I'll just give a brief synopsis about your band and how I found out
Yeah.
about you guys. But I was just searching through YouTube and I came across your band name and I was like, oh, let me check them out because I really haven't. I listen to pop punk, but
Yeah.
not like on a regular. So I was just
Yeah,
like,
sure.
oh, let me check these guys out. And I put Headspace on, and I was like, man, this is great stuff. So I was like,
Oh, thanks, man.
I wonder if they're releasing new stuff. And then they were like, yeah, we're releasing a new EP. And I was like, all right, well, I gotta do a review of this and check it out. So I'm
Sick.
definitely hooked, man. I think you have this sort of eclectic style while still keeping to like newer pop punk bands. I feel like you have that awesome connection with like older sort of pop punk bands too. So
Oh,
definitely
thanks, man. I appreciate that.
definitely stoked for you guys to come to the States. It'll be wicked.
Yeah, man. Hopefully next year. I think this year will be probably a little too soon, but next year for sure. We're hoping we're gonna make it over.
That's awesome. Can't wait. But my next question, Charlie, in your opinion, who puts on a great live show and maybe a favorite show that you've been to?
Oh fuck. Best live show. Oh God. Trying to think. Need to rack my brain. To be fair, like, although it was recent, so it feels more like memorable. Like 4 Years Strong are honestly one of the tightest bands I've ever seen live.
Oh, yeah.
In the sense that like considering like the guitar parts and the riffs they play, and like the singing vocal parts, like how they do both at the same time, and at the tempo they do as well. Like it was absolutely insane. It kind of just you just kind of had to sort of take it all in and just really savor it. So they were definitely, and to be able to watch it every night, 4 nights in a row, like was pretty awesome. But I'm trying to think of other bands who put on awesome shows that I've seen. Let Live, yeah.
Oof, yeah.
Let Live, saw them at Reading Festival a few years ago. And it was the first time I saw them as well, and I'd been really into them for a couple of their albums, and they were literally amazing. So I'd say yeah, Let Live were probably one of the most, like, I'm considering like all the bands out there, and especially like somewhere like Reading Festival, they probably stole the show for me that particular weekend.
Yeah, I've seen them probably like once or twice, but every time that I see them is like insane. So I would totally agree
Yeah.
with that. And also that you mentioned 4 Years Strong, I'm gonna be seeing them in the States, so I'm like
Oh, sweet.
really pumped that you're saying that they've been awesome. So I'm
Yeah,
hoping
man.
that trend continues. You know.
No, for sure. They'll only get better, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm super pumped. But anyway, getting back to the questions, Charlie, if you guys could compile a dream tour, who'd be on it?
Shit.
Paramore.
Yeah, I mean, I know we've mentioned Paramore so many times in this interview, but yeah, Paramore would be sick. I mean, aside from like all the obvious bands as well, like Blink, obviously, are a massive bucket list one. Sum 41. I mean, I know Chris is a big fan. Well, we're all big fans of a band called Fight Star.
Oh yes, Fight Star's awesome.
Yeah, cool. Like we really like them. So I mean, I don't know how we'd fit on a bill with them, but I guess it'll be something. It'd be cool. But no, all that kind of the old school bands which kind of influenced us, like Sum 41 and etc. Like they would all be awesome just because it would be something pretty special for us. But yeah, Paramore. But yeah, I can't really think of anyone else off the top of my head.
That's all. Well, I mean, you mentioned Sum 41, Blink, Paramore. I think that already is just a monumental tour to begin with.
Yeah,
so
yeah, man.
That would be awesome for sure.
Maybe one day.
Maybe one day they'll do a full like world tour. Who knows? But
yeah, who knows?
It's possible. But anyway, Charlie, next question: favorite TV show, favorite movie?
Fuck. Shit. Favorite TV show.
Road Cops.
I've like recently over the last couple of months I've like binge watched all of The Walking Dead. Like I liked, it was one of those shows which I just don't know why I just put off watching all this time and like watched loads of other shows. But then in the end I was just like, oh, you know what, I'm actually gonna do it. And I kind of got hooked like straight away. And like I know it's had a bit of bad press recently with some people getting tired of it, but I still think it's pretty sick. So that at the moment is a fan favorite. I'm pretty big on a show called Community. I've watched that a million times over. Big fan of that.
Awesome.
But favorite film, shit. I don't actually know. I'm not as big on. I'm more of a TV person than films. I must be honest. So, I can't really think. I mean, in terms of franchises, I'm big on anything Marvel, really.
Ooh, nice.
Like, I'm all into that, and particularly the TV series as well, like Daredevil and Jessica Jones and all that. I'm really big on as well. So like Marvel films, I'm always dead interested in. And the same for other franchises like Star Wars. I've always been big on Star Wars. But like any standalone film, I'm not really sure. There's none that I can finally say that is my favorite film. But I'll just go with a really open-ended, just say Marvel films.
Awesome. I'm glad you mentioned Community. I knew you were cool with Charlie, but that just kind of solidified it for me. Community's like one of my favorite TV shows, so
sweet.
Definitely like that answer a lot. But next question, man. If you could only listen to one album for a month straight, what album would it be?
Oh my god. For a month straight. Oh shit. I don't want to keep going back to Paramore, but like they're literally like one of my favorite bands, so it's quite hard to not keep going back there. Saint Anger. I wouldn't know. Uh, no, not Metallica. Do not say Metallica. I'm gonna say Brand New Eyes by Paramore.
Ooh,
Typically,
that's a classic.
I mean, I always like pick and choose my favorite album, or change my mind on my favorite album by them like every week. But I'd say consistently, like Brand New Eyes is definitely one of my favorite albums. So and I don't ever get bored of it. I probably lost count how many times I've listened to that through.
Do you think you could come up with a list, like if I gave you all the Paramore records, how would you rate them in terms of like which one's the best to which one's the worst?
I think like it got better with every album until the most recent one. So like All We Know Is Falling, and then it got better with Riot, and then it got better with Brand New Eyes. But then I wasn't like massively keen on the self-titled album. I think it had like good songs. Like there's obviously Still Into You and
Yes.
Ain't It Fun. Like obviously they were big songs, but I'm more into just like their more pop punk kind of
Oh yeah.
rock kind of vibe they were on, whereas I felt the newest album was more pop, which I still vibe and I still like, but I always kind of prefer their older stuff. But I'd say Brand New Eyes number 1, Riot number 2, All We Know Is Falling 3, and self-titled number 4.
Ooh, okay.
But I'm kind of scared for their latest album. I must admit, I kind of want them just to stop writing new music, because I feel like it could just go really bad. But who knows? We'll fingers crossed anyway.
I'm hoping for a good new record, honestly, because I know they got Zach back on drums. So
Yeah, that's true.
fingers crossed.
Yeah,
There's hope. There's hope.
We can hope it sounds like Brand New Eyes, but I'm not.
We will see, Charlie. Hopefully. And lastly, tell them about your band. Tell them where they can find you at, and just anything coming up in the next couple months, man.
So yeah, you can find us on all social media. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Homebound UK. We just obviously put out our new EP, The Mould You Build Yourself Around. So hopefully we're going to be touring a lot more this year, and we've got a few announcements to make. So yeah, I just keep an eye out on all our socials, and yeah.
Awesome.
Hopefully see some of you soon.
Awesome. Well, definitely go check out Homebound. I know I've been like kind of stressing it, but I definitely think this band's an up and coming band for me, and I was super stoked to get to interview you guys. But I also did
thank you, man.
No
Thank
problem.
you.
I also did an album review. Go check that out as well. I think this album is right up there with bands like Story So Far, Trophy Eyes, any
Sick.
sort of pop punk band. I really definitely dig that. I know they have like a few things up on their merch store that they're gonna be doing, and I'm gonna be picking up some more stuff, for sure. But really stoked for that. Stoked for new material coming around, I guess soon. And definitely go check the description where you can find out more about Homebound and just their music and stuff. So thank you guys for being on. Also, make sure to hit the subscribe on here. Make sure to hit that like as well. Go subscribe to them. Go subscribe to Rude Records as well. They're the one who put out their records. So thank you, Charlie, for taking the time, man. I appreciate it.
Cheers, man.
All right.
Whenever.
Talk to you later. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, of course. If you enjoy what we do, make sure to go check out the other series we do. We do album reviews, we do band interviews, and we do live videos, so definitely go check that out. Hit that subscribe button. It really helps our channel, helps us grow. Make sure to hit that like button as well. Go follow us on social media. That's all down below. We try to keep that as updated as possible. We also made a new website where we'll be posting photos of upcoming concerts and stuff like that, which you can go check out at audioaddictionmedia.com, and come get your fix with us, guys. Talk to you later. Deuces.